Okay, so this is what you need to make the cards. We've got our foil transfer sheets, our little foil transfer tool, and I'll show you how to make these with the pen instead of the foil. And then this is the scoring stylus, and this makes it really easy to make cards, and I'll show you how. You need some cardstock. The dark colors always look really nice with the foil. And then your card mat and a light grip mat as well. And some painter's tape, because the little sticky guys in the foil don't work so well. So painter's tape. All right. Okay, so you've already uploaded your elements, and now we're gonna make some cards. I included the element where the planty thing is on the card, so you can just do it in one fell swoop. But I don't really recommend that. I mean, it works, but I'm gonna show you how to use the card mat, and it will make it so much easier. And it allows you to add in some extra details like writing on the inside and all of that. So I will show you, we'll just show you this guy. So these are included in your purchase when you purchase this from my Etsy. So the nice thing is it's already positioned where it should be on the card. You of course can change this by, you know, clicking on these things and moving them around, but you can also make it bigger, blah, 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 blah. With all of my designs, you need to change a score line. That's not just my designs, that's just normal stuff. So we're gonna click on the score line here and change this to score. And there you go. So you can go ahead and put this on a regular mat and, you know, do it all at once. I just don't like this because you're trying to put the foil on the page after it's in there, and it's just a mess. So if you were gonna do this with pen, it might be easier. The other thing that bothers me is it doesn't really matter because it folds both ways, but the score mark is meant to be like, this is meant to be the inside of the card. So again, it still folds the other way, it just doesn't fold as nicely. So what I would do is we are going to just do our regular card, add to canvas, and then again, we gotta change our score mark to a score. There we go. And then now would be the best time to add in your text. So, whoa, birthday, you know. So this would be an ideal first step if you're making a card. So you put your score line in, and then you put in whatever inner situation you would like to have in there. So, but I'm just going to show you blank cards because that's what we're doing. So I'm going to go ahead and combine these or attach them. So attach, make it. If you didn't know this already, to appear and apply, and then it will automatically stick them on your page. So one of the main reasons I made cards this size is because now we can fit multiples on a 12 by 12 sheet of paper, which is nice when you're trying to make a bunch. So you're welcome. we're gonna go medium cardstock. And then this is my little trick. So we're gonna take our, why do I keep forgetting the name of this? Scoring stylus. It's because it's a tongue twister. So instead of using our scoring clamp, like it suggests, this guy works just fine as far as I've tested it, which is just on some basic cardstock. Maybe you really want to use a scoring wheel when doing something a little bit thicker, but for some medium, lightweight cardstock, works great. So we're going to edit tools, scoring stylus, and here we go. So now we have our scoring stylus in clamp A and our fine point blade in clamp B. And the reason I do this is so then I don't have to interchange my tools. It is especially nice when you're making a bunch of cards, or you just don't want to, the whole point is for the Cricut to do the thing, you know what I mean? Okay, now hopefully you can see we've got our score mark, and again, this is where you would have your little message if you would like to do that. And look, way less paper waste than other situations we've been in. Okay, so you have your little cards. Your score mark is on the inside. And actually this little stylus is the best for smoothing out that fold. And made this lighter one so I can show you the pen. Okay, I had a little mishap with some foil. That was really fun. So just ignore that. I gotta figure out how to clean that off. Okay, so you just slip them in here. It's super easy, as you can tell. There we go. So you're lining them up to the top end. They are a little snug, so just make sure I have it really straight and just gently press. We're gonna do some foil on this one. The best thing that you can do with foil is to actually tape it to the paper and do not tape it to the mat in any way. So if that means that you need to cut it down, which for this it does, so I'm gonna guesstimate like there. So there, now we have plenty of room to get the tape all the way around. And our design is, you know, smaller than that, so we're all good. So these little tapey guys that it comes with, I've gotten them to work a little bit, but sometimes it's just not good. So we are going to reinforce with some painter's tape. And you just want to make sure that it's pretty taut. And you also do not want to be putting too much pressure, especially with your fingernails. If you really like, then you're gonna get foil everywhere. And then this guy, we're just gonna do the pen, which is much easier. I have 2 cards on my card mat, so we'll do this guy and this guy. I actually need to attach. The same with this guy. Attach. Okay. And, oh, we have to change them. So We obviously don't want it to be a cut file. We want it. Let's do foil on this one. We're gonna go for bold. See how that turns out. And then this one, a pen. And then we're gonna make sure we have the right pen selected, and I do. I have a black fine point. So here we go. Gonna make it. And we're going to click card mat, confirm. And we're gonna change our material size. So even though these are actually 5 by 5, not 4.75, I don't know why they don't give you the option to change this, because of course we're gonna make our own sizes. So, but the 4.75 will give you a good enough of an idea. So I put my other one down here. And yes, that's correct. So I got my foil one up top and my pen situation at the bottom. And we're just gonna eyeball this. And it's gonna be great. And we're gonna click medium cardstock. And I'm actually going to change the pressure to less because I've been having trouble with the foil tearing. So we're gonna try that. Might be a bad idea, might be a good idea, I don't know. So we're gonna put our pen in clamp A and our foil tool in clamp B, and gotta move our little wheels. All right, pen. I always put the cap on top because you know what happens. You lose it. Okay, we got our little foil guy. This. All right. Oh, and then got to move our little wheelies. Don't forget, foil does not like the wheelies. Okay. And the Cricut design space is telling you to put the foil in after you do the pen, and it's too hard to put this in while this mat is hanging here, so this works just fine. Usually, this is always terrifying. No matter how many times you've done it, sometimes it just goes wrong. It did it! How excited are we? So excited. Did have a little tearing from the painter's tape, so maybe next time. I haven't really had that happen. Maybe it's just this paper, who knows, but you know, we live and we learn. Otherwise, it's pretty freaking cute, right? Okay, I did a little experiment. So I did painter's tape, and I just like stuck it onto my sweatpants. You know how you do that, like to take away some of the stickiness? And then I did do the actual Cricut stuff, and this one kind of a combination. Anyways, so let's see how they did. So far, so good. Got a little tearing. It's just on that one corner, actually. So far. Yeah. It wasn't bad. I think it just must really depend on your paper. So, unfortunately, you gotta play around with it. Because I've had ones where this Cricut tape like just doesn't stick nearly enough. And other ones, like that one, it sort of tore a little bit. And that was with the, like it tore where the Cricut tape is. But you know, you give this to somebody and they're not gonna notice. They're just gonna think you're awesome for making them a homemade card. Look at how cute. Biggest help is changing the pressure to less, because I have definitely not had luck with the pressure being more. Well, let's do the envelope. Got a little envelope here. Add to canvas. So, a couple of things. The reason it is turned is because if you did it like this, it wouldn't fit on a standard mat. So, just so you know, that's what's going on with that. And then, all you have to do is click the inner box and change this from a cut to score, and then we're going to get our 4 score marks on the inside. And then this envelope does have a top, sure, a top. So you can tell that this triangle that just comes straight out, it's a little longer and pointier, and I'll show you why, I guess. So let's make sure we're attached, and we're gonna go ahead and make it. And we're going to edit tools again and again and again and again. So even though they say the scoring wheel is recommended, I have found the scoring stylus to work just fine. So if all you have is a scoring wheel, by all means go for it. But this way you have something in clamp A and clamp B, and you don't have to switch anything out. All right, so we got our score marks, we got our envelope cut out. Guy is the best for smoothing out your lines. There we go. Okay, and now's your chance to make fun of me. So I bought these like Tombow adhesive, right? So they were like all in the package like this, and I didn't realize that they were refills. So I'm now waiting for the actual refill to come, or like I guess the actual the other half. We're waiting for the other half. So I've just kind of been using it because I needed it. So your card making will not be this complicated. But this stuff is really sticky, actually. It works great. So I'm excited about it. Just have to like manually we're creating problems. Are you gonna help, Steve? I'm probably just going to like fully ruin this one, but Okay, and I didn't really show you, but you can see that this was the top. Hopefully you can tell. Hopefully you were paying attention. So, there we go. Cute little square envelope for a cute little card. And I also love making little vinyl stickers to close envelopes. Or of course you can just stick it. But yeah. Stevie's casting a shadow. Sorry about that. Cute, right? Oop. All the kitties are helping. Okay, one thing I forgot to show you. I created this so that the letters are grouped together as well. So kind of the easiest way is to go over to the sidebar. Click on it. So if you didn't want the letters or you wanted to switch them up, whoops. You can do that, you know, resize them a bit. You can do that. So I would just be careful resizing smaller on these because these little delicate lines don't handle that very well. So, but making them bigger is totally fine. And they are the correct size to fit on the card. So you don't have to worry about resizing them. But I just wanted to show you that you can, yeah, reuse the words or move them around. And there you go. You're like sitting on this sticky thing. Now you're getting fur everywhere. Yeah, you're the problem. You're really cute though. See over there.